Hi you guys, my name's Rebecca and I'm going to be doing a currently reading video. So basically, instead of doing a TBR, I'm just going to do a currently reading because I just thought I would tell you what I'm currently reading because it's a fair amount of my bookshelf anyway. So I'm just going to get started, and I'm going to start with young adult books and then I'm going to go into like adult books. So yeah. First one is Passenger by Alexandra Bracken. Just a disclaimer, I'm very behind on like the YA section of things because I get my books from the library most of the time, and just recently I realized that that's not how most people do it and that it's okay for me to buy books without knowing whether I like them or not. So I literally just started doing that, and so I was kind of behind on what was like popular with young adult books, or books in general, but especially young adult books. Just letting you guys know that because I feel I'm behind with this one. I just finished the selection and yeah, I'm behind. But anyways, my Books Amino book club is reading this month, and so I picked it up at Barnes & Noble the last time I was there. And I can't really tell you what it's about because I'm not good with words in that way. Like, I've never been able to write a book report very well, so I can't really sum up books, especially when I've only read the prologue of this one. Basically, this girl is a musician and there are these time travel abilities somehow woven into the story. I don't really know how it works because, like I said, I've only read the prologue and I haven't like seen a really in-depth review, just the ones that skim the surface so as to avoid spoilers. But yeah, so that's what I'm reading. I can't really tell you how I feel about it. I think it's well done so far, even though I've only read the prologue. It seems like it'll be interesting enough, so I can't wait to tell you guys how I feel about it when I'm done. So yeah, that's Passenger. The second book is on my iPad. It's City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. I saw it on the iBooks section that's like weekly bestsellers under $4, and I was like, everybody raves about Cassandra Clare. I've never read anything by her. So I've heard of the Mortal Instruments, but I never actually read anything that had to do with, I never even read a little bit of any of them. So yeah, I just thought I'd get it on iBooks, and so far I think it's actually really good. She is a really good writer as far as I can tell from the first few chapters. Everything seems pretty well developed, and it's a nice book so far. I like it. It's my taste, mostly. It's a little bit more brooding. I don't know if that's the word I would use for that, but like the attitude of the characters is like brooding. That's the first word that comes to mind. But other than that, it seems like something I'll enjoy, and I can't wait to finish it. Now on to the things that come from the adult section. So the first one is Stars My Destination by Alfred. So basically it's about this guy who is stranded in space. Or some kind of accident and he's out there dying by himself, and then he sees a ship coming past and he's like, oh yeah, I can get rescued, and so he signals and it comes really close to him, but then it just passes him by, and so he gets really angry and has this adrenaline push, and it's about his journey for revenge. Now, I got this book right before I went away to college, which was in August. Look at this. This is less than 200 pages long, and I'm still not done. Even the times I did have time to read in school, like I would start reading on a Sunday and I would just like fall asleep. It's not that this book isn't good or that it's not interesting. It's just there's something about it that is annoying. I got the name of the book off of a list of like the best sci-fi because last summer I really wanted to get into sci-fi for some reason, and it was on quite a few lists. So I was like, it must be good. It had a nice description. It sounded really angsty, and I like things that are angsty and like dark. I said that a lot in my last video, but things that are a little bit more dark in nature and have really complex, messed up characters. That's what this sounded like, and for the first like part of the book, like the first half, it totally wasn't. And it was really, I mean, once I got to the second part, I was like, yes, here's all of the emotion, but it's still hard for me to read. And I think a part of it is that it was written in the 50s, and sci-fi is hard for me in general, so I can tell it was written in the 50s. I can't put my finger on what it is about it, that makes it feel like it was written in the 50s, but I can totally tell, and it bothers me a lot. So I hope I can finish this soon so I can tell you guys a full-blown review and why I do or don't like it by the time I finish the last, like, I don't know, 50 pages that I have, like 70, I don't know, I'm like 3/4 of the way done. But yeah, that's that. Next, The Lies of Locke Lamora by Scott Lynch. I'm actually really enjoying this one. I got this over spring break, like right before my birthday weekend. I'm only like 200 pages in. But it's really good so far. He's a really good writer. The city of Camor is like a really beautiful place, and it's technically fantasy. I'm pretty sure like almost everything that I read is fantasy, so, but it's technically fantasy, but there's not a lot of magic in it, which is honestly, I kind of like that about some books to make it more realistic, but they're in a totally fantastical land. So, it's basically about the gentleman bastards, as they are called. I don't quite know what the story is behind their name yet, but they're like a group of thieves and they steal stuff. And it's essentially about this heist, I guess. And I don't know if there's another point of tension to make the plot move later on, like in the middle, like what the climax kind of is, but it's really good so far. The characters are really interesting. As I said before, the setting, Camor, the city that they're in, is just really awesome and interesting, and it's different, and that's something I really value in books. So I can't wait to finish this book, probably after I finish Passenger. So yeah. My last one that I'm technically still reading, I got it at the same time that I got The Stars My Destination. I'm still not done with it, and I guess if it were a little taller, it might be around the same length. Probably a little longer, I don't know, but that is The Voyage of the Jerle Shannara. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, by Terry Brooks. And I got it from the library, and I read some of it, and I was like, oh, this is so good, I'm so sad that it has to go back to the library. And so when I went to my used bookstore, I saw it, and I was like, oh, Mom, can I buy it? So I got it, and I like it, actually. He's a really, really good writer. I'm a really big fan of world building, and it's just spectacularly done. It's just that I haven't had much time for it, and now I have other things for book clubs and such to finish, so I hope I can finish it soon because it's really interesting, and now I'm starting to lose interest in it because it's been so long, and that makes me a little bit sad. But I can't really fully say what this one's about either. Wow, that's really bad. I don't know what the books that I'm reading are about. That's really kind of sad. But it's about these different people that are going to go on this journey on a ship. Hold on one second. Okay, so this one, the Isle's Witch, unless it's Isle, but the S isn't in the right place. Like, I don't know how you pronounce that. But anyway, in this one, they're going to be battling this witch person who's really creepy. She's a really good villain so far. But, they found somebody floating in the water, and they have to go off on this journey, and this witch is involved. Obviously, I'm still in the beginning of this book as well. I really haven't been reading a lot. That's what I'm currently reading. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and tell me what you're currently reading. I'd like to know, and I love it if you liked this video, and if you subscribe to me if you'd like to see more. Thanks for watching. Bye!